In the early days of human development, agrarian revolution took center stage. Industrial revolution then followed, resulting in some of the world's richest industrialists. In today's world, technology equals both revolutions, not just in producing the world's richest personalities, but also the world's unseen innovations. In Kenya, the creation of Oracom Web Solutions has just turned the technological revolution dream into reality. Armed with only an idea, Alphonse Juma, Oracom founder and CEO, had a dream.
The desire to be online, to have a business online, has been key. Why? Because people are moving away from the traditional way of doing business. I want to find a solution online, transact online, do all the processes online within a very short time.
Alphonse, as he is commonly known, nurtured this burning desire from a truly humbled background.
Bringing clients, especially corporate clients, initially as we were starting, was not that easy. Corporate clients, they don't like to do shoddy business, under dealings or undercuttings or something like that. They don't like that. So you have to put structures in place. Are you compliant in terms of paying taxes? Are you compliant, in particular documentation? Do you have a valid work permit? Do you have all these things in place before you apply for a tender or apply for a contract with them? Now, it was not easy at start because we didn't have that. But since we started, streamlining everything, now Oracom is able to serve bigger clients.
When we started, I was the only person doing the development. I realized that the output of one person is never enough. So the strategy then, we assembled a team. So we went into the market and looked for the right skills that could help us achieve our dream then.
Ruth Mandara, a developer and designer at Oracom, is one such person in the team Oracom.
Basically, my role in Oramedia and Oracom is to develop and design websites. I'm basically the UI and UX designer in Oracom.
Listening to her explain what it takes in her line of duty only demonstrates how well she is in control of her roles.
We first give them a sample of websites that they might like, or there's a criteria in which they want their websites to have. And so what we basically do is show them a number of sites, or they can suggest the sites to us if they have any particular idea in mind. And then the other thing we do is we have various departments in Oracom. So there is the UI designer, which is I. We have the other teams which handles the graphic designing. We have the CEO, content person. So when the site comes into our hand, what I do is come up with the interface, the user interface, the look and feel according to the client's demands. And then I forward it to the other person, to the other department, which is the content department, which they then handle the content, and then it goes to the SEO person. And then now the client reviews the site, and if there are any changes, it comes back to me or the content person, and then it goes live.
Working through this process successfully requires a well-managed team and good company culture.
We have a company culture whereby everybody handling a particular project is fully responsible for that particular project. So when you are mandated to become the team leader for a particular project, you are accountable for that particular project. So at the end of the day, we have to get a report to analyze and say, okay, this is how far this project is, and therefore we are able to work within the timelines that we are given.
We have a team of graphic designers, we have a team of web developers, we have a team of bulk SMS, and we've invested heavily on support. So what we are seeing at the end of it is that we are having solutions that make a company more complete.
From this team, Peter Wafula shares his specific area of specialization.
My specific job mostly deals with making websites mobile friendly. Unlike traditional where we had to develop like two versions of the site, we have the desktop version and the mobile version. But here at Oracom, we are using the latest technology to make sure that you can have just one site, but it will render differently on different devices. So anybody using an iPad, a mobile, desktop can be able to view the site comfortably without struggling.
The company is built on endless research and keeping up with the latest trend and the ever-changing technology.
At Oracom, we make sure that we are using the latest technologies to make sure that important information reaches any user, no matter the device that they are using.
We have a creative think tank at Oracom Web Solutions Limited that come up with ideas and solutions that are applicable to our clients.
You find that issues of hacking comes into play a lot. So what we have to do always is we have to come up with secure systems or secure solutions. But also what we've done as a company, or the discipline we've put in everyone, is that every week we do innovations or research. So at the end of it, they go online, they come up with ideas, they look at the problems that are existing in the society, and then they come up with the ideas.
This research has seen the company set up a whole new department of video and photography.
We are improving content going online by our new department of photography. So at the end of it, the clients get a whole branding or a whole concept of online media within one company, which becomes very key in the operations of every company.
My name is Ngabire Ivanovich, and I'm the chief head of Ora Media Department. Ora Media Department is one of the department of Oracom. We take photos, we edit them, then we work with the developers to put in website. Most of our services is about corporate photography, lifestyle photography, event photography, wedding photography, and promotion videos.
At Oracom, it is no longer about services but solutions, a fact that has positioned the company right on top of others.
We are giving an edge by giving live experience and hyping events or hyping products for our clients. Because the beautiful thing with the internet is if I'm online but I'm not visible, then it doesn't achieve anything for me. So what we do as a company is we come up with solutions that make a meaning for the clients that we serve.
Here at Oracom, we are interested more in developing solutions. It's not just about application. So when a website is developed, there is the functionality of it, and that functionality has to run from the desktop even to the mobile.
Initially, we didn't have a company culture to identify with, so people will just take us, for who we are and not take it so seriously. But then now, when we establish a company culture, whereby now we say we have to serve these people, we have to provide for them solutions rather than just looking at the money side or the budget side of things. We have to add value because this is their property, it's not ours at all.
Fanon Benjamin has been key in seeing the company successfully showcase its strength with the outside world.
Recently, we were privileged to attend the GS Summit, where me and part of my team, we were able to go and showcase what we do as a company. People have products that they want to be showcased within the online platform, but they actually don't know where they can begin, how they can go about it. So we come in, we basically just tell them how we can make your website relevant to you within the online platform.
The idea to set up Oracom Web Solutions has seen Alphonse and his team stretch beyond their reach, visiting places and serving clients they never imagined.
The first one was an event that we successfully held. That was for the U.S. Department of Security, strategic dialogue that was led by the U.S. Ambassador to Kenya. That was a very interesting project for us because we had to do for them live coverage. We also did for them photography services and video.
We're connecting you with the world's top business leaders and innovators. We handpicked more than 200 seasoned investors and entrepreneurs and brought them to this summit. I even brought a few of my presidential ambassadors for entrepreneurship. These are some of America's leading innovators and entrepreneurs. So if you see them, don't be shy. pin them down, get their advice, pitch them your idea. That's why they're here. And don't be discouraged if they say, I'm not sure that's going to work. And they ask you tough questions. Because one of the things every one of these successful entrepreneurs will tell you is that along with incredible successes, they've had some failures as well. And they've learned from them.
The next event that was quite interesting for me was the GES. The GES was unique because we were given a chance to be there as the exhibitors and also the innovators. And interacting with the ideas at the GES was quite key.
Do your books properly, so that now you're also projecting for those big jobs, because if you start tendering, if you're not compliant, obviously there's some good jobs which you're capable of doing, which you'd probably qualify, but you'll miss out.
Yes. I believe this should start from scratch, from the word go. It's only that, because of the kind of cash flow you have in the beginning, it's always, from hand to mouth in every entrepreneurship venture.
We've been featured in a number of media stations. We've been at KTN for the Morning Express. We've also been at Hebrew TV for the Table Talk, which was quite interesting. I think that was my first time on TV. We've also been featured on Daily Nation. That is under the entrepreneurs and the innovations in the country. And we've also been at TVC. TVC is for Generation Y, where we're speaking to youths on the challenges they go through as they come up with the business ideas. We've also been able to be at the Kenya Diaspora Alliance. We are running most of the diaspora activities in the country. So coordinating the diaspora from Kenya has been quite key for us. The fact that whenever they have events, you're able to live stream them, and you're able to give live updates in Kenya to everyone else in all the other countries has been very key. The last most interesting thing for me was the day that I got a call from the CBK governor to go and represent entrepreneurs that he had selected. We were actually 6 entrepreneurs that had been selected in all the departments in Kenya. So we were there, and the CBK governor had a morning session with us. So the session he had with us was quite key, because after that he really inspired us. We've been more than motivated now to deliver more than we've been thinking before.
Now Oracom is able to serve bigger clients. We are working with KRA, Kenya Revenue Authority. We are working with Mantrak Kenya, QuickBooks East Africa, Kenya Private Sector Alliance, just to mention but a few. So these people came on board when now we had streamlined every structures that are there.
Despite all the glitters at Oracom, challenges have also been part of the journey, but in their own way, they have overcome.
There is competition in every business. There's always competition. So how do you cut your edge in the market? Now that has been a challenge for the better part of the beginning of the business. But now we are seeing it flowing into, we can say, a bit of a comfortable place for us. Getting the right people for the right job, it is not easy. But then now we came up with a program that we recruit in stages. We don't just pick and then we start off like that. So we give you a small period just to evaluate you, to analyze how much you can achieve in terms of skill, timelines, and also meeting targets. And then after that, then now we can say, okay, we can work with this guy.
When you search for our solutions in major towns in Kenya, you'll find that it's our company that is ranking on top. So our main agenda or our main vision then is to have branches in those offices. So we want to have a branch in Kisumu, we want to have a branch in Eldoret, we want to have a branch in Mombasa. So setting up these branches are right now the headache that we have. But what we're doing right now is we are trying to get the right skills in the market so that they're able to fully support the agents that we have in the branches. So it's until we have a point when we are able to fully have offices, irrespective of the agents that we have right now, that we will say that we've overcome the challenge of scaling up.
Oracom is not just a young company, but also takes the face of young people, and this, they believe, has been the strength of the company over the years.
Being at Oracom is just great. The experience is awesome, We've been given this opportunity to showcase what we are able to do, the talent that we have. The young team is highly skilled, highly talented, and just a great and dynamic team. It's a growing team, and we are looking towards coming up with greater things. As we are growing, we have more ideas that we want to showcase to the world.
Our media, I explored my goals in photography because I do what I love, and most of my work, it's a good quality I make.
Oracom to me is my second family. I don't regret ever coming here. When I go home from work, it's like I'm coming from home going to another home. And so to me, I think working at Oracom is the best choice I've ever made. My employer is not, he actually hates being called the employer. He's like our father or our overseer. He directs us in what we need to do. If there's any need of improvement, he actually takes us through everything we need to know.
At first I came as an intern, and currently I'm working. And that transition has been full of experience for me because of the team that we have. We have people who have passion, the youth who have passion in what they are doing.
What I find unique in this team is that they are young people. And one of the characteristics of young people is that they always work extra hard, and that is what I get from the team. The team I have is also very creative. So at the end of it, as a company, when you want to evaluate or when I want to look at their work, what I see always every day is new concepts, new innovations. And because they are always hardworking and outgoing, you find out that they always come up with ideas that actually amaze you. So my work is then easier just to implement their ideas. But I think generally, or even in our country, it's very interesting to work with young people because what you find in them is extra. It's more than work. It's more of passion, it's more of the desire, and it's more of the results.
And the team Oracom indeed has a word for fellow young people.
Having your own company or setting up a company is something everyone else needs to look at, although it really needs a lot of calculations. Yes, because it comes with a lot of challenges. I remember when I was starting this company, I had to do extra hours so that when people were beginning their day at 8 in the morning, I had covered an extra day. So it really comes with hard work. So what I can ask young people is that it's good to get a job, yes, but if you think you're brave enough to start your own, then you can go that way.
If you're really determined to make it through, you need to start to prove yourself out. Start with freelancing projects, do free projects if need be, and then it will all fall into place.
Being young doesn't necessarily come with the limitations. It's all about your capability of doing something.
There's a lot to be done in our society because we're just a growing economy. So let youth use what they have where they are, the skills that they have acquired. Let them not walk around with those papers. Let them start practical solutions. There's a lot of problems in society. Just identify one and be passionate about it, and just go go all the way. Don't stop at any point.
5 years into this long journey, and Alphonse Juma is silently taking shape and loudly changing fortunes for most companies.
Support is key. It's better you invest a lot on support because it becomes it's so frustrating for a client when they have a business online, their website is offline, and then they have to wait for 2 days or 3 days or 4 days for their issue to be sorted. At that time, when their website is off, it means they're also offline business-wise, and the reputation is really damaged. So the secret for us has been investing on support. The other secret we've had is having an entire team and doing what you can do. And we always work strictly on our timelines so that we deliver within the client's specified times. When we do all these things, it becomes so interesting for our client. A happy client is a client who gets support at the right time. A happy client is a client who is very sure of their security. A happy client is a client who feels the provider is reliable. And a happy client is a client who can always, come and discuss their projects with you in a team.